let's get into it. We got a weird episode. Episode 582 is a weird episode, but I called it. I made a video. You can find it on the channel. I just made it just a few days ago. It's called Tucker Carlson Calls Out Obama. And in this clip where he's in the Adam Carolla podcast, he mentions some very odd things, some very unpresidential things that Obama has done, been involved in. And he mentions Larry Sinclair, and then he mentions how he's going to interview this gentleman. He says it really quick, and I'm like, hold on a second. You know me, I'm Replay McGee, so I replay it again. I'm like, what did he say? He actually said he's going to interview this gentleman. Now, if you don't know who Larry Sinclair is a gentleman who has some pretty serious allegations about being involved romantically with Obama. And and he made a press conference about it. I believe he's taken a lie detector. I believe he swore under oath. And this was a while ago. So what I have for you today is a clip of him speaking about that encounter. Then we have some quotes from Obama's personal biographer. Now, when I say that, I'm unsure if it's his personal biographer, is if they actually have relationship and speak to each other all the time, only because of what the biographer has to say about Obama. It just doesn't make sense. And then I have the newest clip of Larry Sinclair actually sitting down with with Tucker Carlson and being interviewed. I'm flustered. This is very odd. This is making me look at every presidential candidate right now a little weird. You know what I mean? Like, is DeSantis doing some weird Florida stuff right now? Is he in some odd hotel room doing some things that we can't even say on YouTube? Is that what's going on right now? What's going on with Vivek? Is Vivek doing some stuff in Silicon Valley that I need to know about, but don't want to know about at all? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Let's get into that. But first, of course, I have to bring you to IamCoachColin.com so I can show you all the sold not for sale clothing that we got. First off is the mugshot heard around the world. Mr. President in some people's circles is what they call him. The Great White Hope in other circles is what they call him. Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen. Trump 2024. Get yours now. Hoodies, tank tops, t-shirts, all sorts. We also have Public Enemy #1. If you don't know who this is, Google the World Economic Forum and Agenda 2030, and you'll understand quickly why we have branded this man as Public Enemy #1. And we have the certified pure blood shirt for those of you that survived the pandemic unscathed and untainted. Get your certificate of achievement now because you were strong throughout that time, and it was tough. We had to be tough. And I will say this, in the next 12 months, you may be tested again. That's what I've been hearing. And we have the newest design, We the People. This is where that gentleman is telling us we will own nothing and be happy, and we the people are giving him the salute, the only salute that he deserves. You can get all of that at IamCoachColin.com. And if you want 10% off, no email sign up, nothing like that, I'm going to give you the discount code right now just because you're watching. It is I am Coach Colin. All capital letters, all one word, one L in the name Colin, and that gets you 10% off on us. And if you've done that already, thank you so much. Your support is so appreciated. Let's get into this first clip. It's an odd one.
Thank you. And it hit me, and at the time I was just kind of floored.
Good afternoon. My name is Montgomery Blair Sibley. I'm the attorney for Larry Sinclair.
Now, you had this press conference.
I performed fellatio on Senator Obama in the limousine during the time Senator Obama was smoking crack cocaine.
After the press conference, you are arrested
By the D.C. Police Department upon the orders of Beau Biden, Attorney General for Delaware.
So this is Joe Biden's son, Beau Biden.
It is. Apparently he had a grand jury indictment from 2 weeks after I went public on Obama accusing me of theft that never took place.
Shortly before you made these public allegations about Obama, you were contacted, you say, by a man named Donald Young.
Donald Young was the choir director in Jeremiah Wright's church in Chicago.
This is the church Obama attended.
Exactly.
And what did Donald Young tell you?
That he too had intimate relations with Barack Obama and had for years, and that I needed to protect myself, that they were going to come after me.
What happened to him?
He was shot point blank in his apartment in Chicago.
The murder was never solved?
No, it wasn't.
Wow. There's a lot there. There's a lot there, right? Here's the thing about what we just saw. Claims to never have met the man. That's fine. I could believe that. I mean, this is Obama we're talking about. He's stately. He's a gentleman. Wears nice suits. Has a nice family. I could believe that. But then accuses that man of theft. And that's what gets him arrested. Now, that's odd. That means they have to be... They would either have to be close, you know, for you to steal something from someone. You gotta know where they are. How would you know where he is? How would you have access to anything that belonged to him? So that's a little odd. That's a little odd, I have to say. Man. And by Beau Biden. How long has that Biden family been operating like this? How long has this been going on? How long? And then, you know what's interesting? At that time, I believe he was a senator. Beau Biden... So it's like they've been aligned, Obama and the Bidens. They've been aligned for a while. And I wonder to what extent, now that we hear everything that's going on with Joe Biden, or going on with Hunter Biden. Makes you think a little bit. Now, I'm going to show you a clip of a quote from Obama's personal biographer. And his name is David Garrow. Garrow is his last name. Now, I don't know if these two are actually speaking, because if they actually had a friendly enough relationship for him to be the biographer and learning stuff about Barack, you would think he wouldn't have such unsavory things to say about him. And you'll see what I mean in 1 second. Let's play this clip now. Let's go here.
Word articles, but here, this one is worth every second. So the conclusion I've come to, this is Barack Obama's personal biographer, all right? The conclusion I've come to in time is that the best way to understand Barack Obama is that he is a literary creation of Barack Obama, the writer, who authored the novel His Own Life and then proceeded to live out that fictional character that he created for himself on the page, which is remarkable. How do you write a biography of a fictional character authored by somebody who's deliberately created and obscured and erased their actual life to replace that self with a fiction? Ooh! Oh, it makes the skin crawl.
That's very interesting. See what I mean? This is his personal biographer. I don't know if it's a personal biographer or a person that's making a biography on Barack Obama. I don't know that you literally need access to a person for you to write a biography about them. You could always write an unofficial one, I would imagine. But if everything is a fiction, and he just decided to step into this character that he made, it's a damn good story. That's for sure. Can you imagine? This guy's a senator. This guy's not even a senator yet, and he's like, "Are you right? Are you writing this down? Okay, so I'm gonna become a senator. I know I'm black. I'm gonna be a senator. All right, and then I'm gonna go to a hotel room, and I'm gonna meet up with a gentleman, and we're gonna have some fun. And then I'm gonna become president of the United States." You can't do that, Barack. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And Mike, you're gonna be oh gosh, man, it's a good hey, he made it happen. If it's just a story, he made it happen. He lived it out. But it's an odd. Another thing is, I don't know why all this is coming out now. It doesn't make sense. It's not like Barack Obama can run. It's just, which makes it even a little bit believable, because there's no real reason for it. Unless there's something that he's doing that somebody might want to do this to him at this point. I don't know. I really don't know. So the last clip I have is Larry Sinclair today. In the first clip you saw, he was a little younger. Now you're going to see him. He's a little bit older, a little bit more weathered, you know, living that rock star life, hanging out with senators and whatnot, which is very, you know, if that theft thing didn't come up, I would question this whole thing, because I'd be like, how do you even get in contact with a senator? How did a limo? Why were you in a limo? You know, Tucker Carlson says that this gentleman was poor, missing a tooth, went to jail. It's like, how is this guy in a limo? How is he being matched up with a senator? Why is it when he and a senator are together, he's the one supplying money for things? Just a little odd there. But let's play this last clip. Again, Tucker has not made a teaser clip for an interview since his interview with Donald Trump. And this clip is already at 17 million views. If this interview goes on, I don't even know what they could talk about for an hour, because Tucker does a lot of hour-long interviews. If this is an hour, it's going to be chocked full of... and then what's going to happen to this guy? Okay, let me just play the clip here.
Guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack $250 to pay for coke. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort, and next thing I know, he's got a little pipe and he's smoking. So I just started rubbing my hand along his thigh to see where it was going, and it went the direction I had intended it to go.
Even though you had sex with him twice, you did cocaine with him, watched him smoke crack twice, you had no idea who he was.
I had no idea who he was.
Let me just ask the obvious question. What was Obama like on crack? Is it your sense that that's who Obama is, just transactional, or that he's bisexual, or like, what is this?
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time, and I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't his last.
Good grief. Tucker Carlson's having too much fun with these questions also. What was he like on crack? How dare you, sir? How dare you? What was he like when he was on... Can you imagine Barack Obama on crack? Jeez. Come on. Come on. That's disrespectful. Can you imagine? Because he's always so calm. Can you imagine him all jittered up? Oh, what's going on, guys? Huh? Anybody want to run around the block? Yes, we can. Let me hear it. Everybody now. Yes, we can. Limo driver. Pull up the street. We're going to sprint up to you. Can you imagine? Come on, Mike. Oh, man. Very, very interesting. So we'll see. We'll see. I will bring you the highlights to all of this the second that I get them. And I will be right away bringing you those highlights of what I think is the most, I was going to say salacious. Not salacious. The most important things in this interview. The whole thing is salacious. The whole thing is ridiculous. I still don't know if I believe it. You know what I mean? This guy is like the Bob Zallar of weirdness, because his story hasn't changed for a very long time. He's very adamant that this happened. I don't know. I have no idea. But then again, many weird things have happened. So many things. Me and my wife should do an episode on all the weird things that have happened with senators. There's so many. I mean, these guys are just guys at the end of the day. They're doing what guys do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sober, but you can catch me with a cigar every once in a while. You know? Some mint chocolate chip ice cream. So you know I'm getting old. I'm not a senator, right? That's how I get wild. I get cigars. I smoke some cigars. That's what I like. I don't smoke weed anymore. I never drank alcohol. I don't like it. I get some cigars, you know. That's about it. But these guys are guys. They do what guys do. They're regular people at the end of the day. Semi-regular. But we'll see. We'll see what all this is about. Let me know in the comments. You think this is true? You think this is really true? Aside from all the dislike that people have for Obama. Like, look at it objectively? Does this sound like a true story coming from this gentleman? I know I only played a couple snippets for you, but you really think this could be an actual story? I don't know. But you know what I will say about Larry Sinclair? He's lucky that when he got into that limo, the gentleman wasn't like, "Hi, I'm Bill Clinton." He's so lucky. Oh, he'd be gone by now. Oh my gosh, he'd be gone. He'd be gone. He'd just be another name on the list. All right. That's enough. We're done here. Like the video if you haven't liked it already. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And other than that, I am out. Hit that notification bell.